Man, they got us far apart, man.
Yeah.
Ziggy! Man, thank you so much for coming and doing this, man. It's always an honor to talk to you. I love whenever I see you. It's good. We was back there talking for a long time. We're going to save some of it for you all. But it's just an honor to see you, man.
Thank you, man. Good to be here.
One of the things, everyone just saw the video, I Don't Want to Live on Mars, from that new album, or it came out in April, Fly Rasta, man. What made you make this album at this time?
This album, I don't know, just a creative spirit, you know, that came into me. It's like, I kind of make albums like the seasons, you know, like springtime. You know, that's the time, you know, the earth bring fruits and food. So I have seasons, I have my seasons. And when I started doing the album, I felt very enthusiastic. I felt like I wanted to explore and create something fresh for my genre of music and be free with it, so yeah.
Yeah, nah, you definitely were fresh with this. This is a different sound for you than I've heard on the other projects. You've always made love songs, but this was like a love song for the planet.
Yeah, this one, I Don't Want to Live on Mars in particular, yeah. I wanted to write a song about, you know, the environment, but I didn't want to be preachy or sound kind of boring or repetitive, so I created this idea of the song representing someone that I love, you know, and approach it that way.
When you made this whole album, because it wasn't just this song, the whole album is a different sound for you, it's a different approach. What type of things were you trying to experiment with this time?
Everything, basically. You know, I listened to, during the making of the record, I kind of listened to a lot of different type of music, some Beatles stuff, some Grateful Dead, some old reggae music. So I'm always searching for some kind of spiritual aspect to the music that will have an effect on people that has not yet been done. And I'm continuously in that search for like this elusive music that will somehow affect the spirit of people. And that's a journey I am on, to kind of find this elusive music.
How do you know when you found it?
I'll never know. I think it's about trying to find it and not finding it. Yeah. I think that is where the excitement and the joy and all of the things that makes, because if I find it, I'll be like, all right, I found it.
Now what?
Yeah, so not finding it actually makes me more excited about trying to find it.
Yeah. Do you find yourself often chasing your last project? I mean, because you were so successful from 1979 with the Melody Makers through 81 when you made your solo debut in the 80s and you came through, you had a hit after hit and you had this following. Do you find that your creative process is shaped by trying to chase that next hit or that next big thing?
No, not at all. My creative process is organic. And we just spoke about it. It's all about trying to find that thing, you know. And sometimes it has nothing to do with hits. It just has something to do with like finding a connection musically that you feel some sort of emotional response to, and hopefully people will have that feeling also, because we're all human beings. And when I approach my music, I don't approach it from a ego point of view. I approach it as a neutral player, you know. So I feel what effects it have on me as a neutral person in the process.
Right. You talk about not having ego in this process. Do you ever though make a song or make an album, and when it's done, you play it back and be like, yo, that's nice. You're like, yo, I beasted that.
No, yeah, I like this album especially. It was like that actually. I really like the songs and the music on this record and the lyrics. For me, this is, you know, one of my best works. This one, you know.
What do you like to write about?
Right. Love is a theme that runs throughout my whole career. at least there's always one song about love on the album. So I think love is a major influence on me. But in the early days, I used to write a lot of political themed songs. Growing up in Jamaica, we had issues, and I would write songs about the issues that we faced in Jamaica. But as I grew, I kind of stepped away from being a commentator on politics and started to write songs about my more emotional, more spiritual. So an example that would be like, in the early days I would write about revolution. Yeah, Jamaica, what was happening? Yeah, we need a revolution. Let's, change what's happening. 20 years from that, I'm writing a song about revolution again, but this time it's a personal revolution. It's not a political revolution, no, the revolution that happens within us. Yeah. How do we change? How do we have an internal revolution? Because I kind of believe that is where the real change is going to happen. It's not the political, social revolutions, it's the personal revolutions that we almost have to change who we are, that will make the permanent change for a better society.
When you are writing that music about personal change, how much of that is a reflection of who you are, and how much of it is just abstract or about somebody else?
No, a lot of it is about who I am and what I've been through, and the changes I've been through myself, because as a person, we grow. As a person, I've grown from closed-minded to open-mindedness. It's just, that's just how it is naturally. Growing up in Jamaica as a young youth, there were certain ideas that we held. Now I've moved out of Jamaica and experienced the world, experienced different cultures, different types of people. Now my mindset has grown now beyond just what I knew at that point. So a lot of it has to do with my personal experiences.
You ever want to experiment outside the reggae genre?
Yeah, man, I do, because I don't believe in genres. Just like I don't believe in races or classes. Genres is just something that, we use it to express what we like, but it's not really real. Music, there's no genre in music. Music is a universal language that it speaks without borders. So when I do my music, I don't think about the genre. Well, I do think about the genre. What I think about it is breaking the genre, is doing things outside of the genre, is expressing myself freely as an artist, and that sometimes gets me criticized because I'm not sticking to the script. I don't like sticking to the script.
That's, part of that is because people look to you to carry the tradition on. Y'all might have heard of his father before, I don't know. He's pretty popular. I mean, people, especially as the older son, I think a lot of times people expect you to carry that tradition on, revolutionary music, of personal music, of inspiring an entire country and really a world struggle. Do you sometimes feel constrained by that burden, by that tradition?
No, the funny thing is that looking at my father's experience actually encourages me to step out of the box. Because although we all know him now as what we know him as, Bob Marley, the reggae legend, but when my father's music was just being born, it was outside of the box. It wasn't what everything else was. It was different. It was Bob Marley's sound. It was his sound. It was the Wailers. That was their sound. It wasn't, the other guy's sounds. Yeah. It wasn't what was typically being the popular sound at the time. So realistically, when you look at it, he was someone like me who wanted to step outside and not follow the script and be free with his music, In that way, a lot of artists like Miles Davis and Fela Kuti, this is what those artists, great artists do, and those are the examples that I like to follow.
Wow, I'm hearing Fela Kuti, Afrobeat, I'm hearing Miles Davis, jazz. Earlier you mentioned the Grateful Dead. Yeah. All kinds of influences. Who else influences you in the way you think about music? Either the music itself or the spirit of the music?
Musically, those are the names. I mean, there's more. There's Stevie Wonder. There's Sam Cooke. There's even the Jackson 5. There's even this one song when I was growing up, like a rhinestone cowboy. There's that one song that I was singing when I was a child. That was in the house. We had all these type of songs in the house. Donna Summers, you know. So there's a lot of subliminal things that influences me. That's not even on the top of my mind.
Yeah.
But it's somewhere back there happening, you know.
Anybody that you listen to now from the contemporary era that you're like, oh, they doing something nice that encourages you or inspires you?
Yeah, the names I'm not so familiar with. That.
Like would you put on like a Katy Perry song?
Katy Perry? You mean put it on?
Plead the fifth, man. Plead the fifth. Just
yeah, no, I would put on it. My daughter listens to some of that stuff, so I hear some of that stuff. I like some of her stuff. Some of the stuff the artists are doing, it's empowering. You know, even Beyonce with that one song a few years ago, Put a Ring on It. I like that idea. You know, it's good. It's good empowering music. Some of the songs.
Wow, that's beautiful stuff. We have people here who I know want to ask you questions. People who have comments and questions. Do we have a mic for them, or how are we gonna do that? I know you could probably. We got a mic though, just so we can record it. Go ahead, brother. Let me get right here.
I just wanted to know if you were interested in doing a duet with, say, like Pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm interested in collaborating, but it's not something that I seek out. It's something that kind of have to happen naturally. It's not like, yeah. Because I don't, a lot of the collaborations are based upon
Industry.
yeah, you know, like there's a motive here. So I don't like doing that. If something happens naturally, I collaborated with Woody Harrelson. Now, see, that's yeah, that was something that just happened. You know, it's not something like, hey, Woody Harrelson is a big singer. He could make me get on the charts at #1, so let me hook up with him. No, it has to happen naturally.
Anybody you want to collaborate with? Anybody you dream of collaborating with that you haven't yet?
No, not really, no.
Not yet. Oh yeah, I can make that Katy Perry thing happen for you though, man. I got you.
Hook me up.
I got you. Right here.
Hi, less of a question and a request. Can you sing for us, please?
Oh, y'all trying to make them work.
Please, I'm Jamaican, if that helps.
What you want me to sing for you? What you want me to sing?
Anything. Surprise us.
Anything. I'll write that one, anything.
I like that one. Write that one down. Right back there.
Do you often feel pressure because of who you are, the family that you were brought up in, and the history, again, going back to what was spoken about before, and how do you respond to that?
I think, no, the stage, I mean, today, no. I've passed that state and that stage. But maybe, I don't know, back in the days, you know, when I hear that question, I always think back, did I? I'm not sure, because, I don't know, maybe I'm insulated from this idea of what the pressure is, or I didn't know, or I didn't understand it. So maybe it never affected me because ignorance is bliss. So maybe that's what it was. But definitely today, I'm good. You know?
Was it different in Jamaica than here? Because in Jamaica, y'all are like the royal family, like literally. I mean, I'm not even being hyper. I mean, really, right? I mean, it's a whole different world in Jamaica for you, good and bad. It must be tough sometimes in Jamaica.
Yeah, Jamaica is a very humbling place. Even though, you know, growing up there, my father was well regarded and we are well regarded, but I don't think it's something that is automatic. It's something that you really have to earn. You know, you have to, you know, so in our way of doing good deeds and trying to help people who are worse off than us, gain us some respect. And so that's what that is. You know, it's not just automatic. You have to kind of earn the people respect, humility, showing that even though you are who you are, doesn't mean you're better than or higher than anybody else.
Yeah.
Those type of things give you that respect that we have in Jamaica. You know.
Yeah. And I think that humility is why the people love you. We got another question. Before, let me ask you a question. If you were not doing music, what would you be doing?
Not music, I'll be still doing music. Because music is a part of me, whether I'm on stage or not. It would be a part of my life anyway. But in terms of like, what we call a job or occupation, I mean, I could do anything. I could be a garbage man. It wouldn't matter to me. You know,
You just be moving the trash, humming.
I'll be doing, yeah, I'll work.
Yeah.
I don't care. I love to work, and whatever I have to work at, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, I could be a farmer, you know, I could be a teacher, whatever. It's in me,
Yeah.
you know?
Just work. That's what's up. You had a question?
What was the biggest, Mike? Hi. What was the biggest change from growing up in Jamaica to coming back to America? And like, how did you adjust in terms of assimilation and figuring out like American habits in comparison to Jamaican habits?
Well, I think the biggest change is just being exposed to TV. I think TV is a big thing in America.
You didn't have TV? You didn't
We
watch
had
it on
TV, but we never have 24 hours and so much. I mean, for my kids now, there's so much things. And TV is a big influence, I believe. And when we were growing up, it wasn't that much, and we never really there was a lot of outside. You know, we used to play outside and do all of these things. But other than that, I think America is more of a melting pot with different cultures, different ideas, different types of people. It really helped to open my mind coming out of Jamaica to understand on a wider level the human family, because America is such a more bigger, vast place with all these different types of people in every different way you can think of, you know. So it definitely helped me to be accepting of others more, you know.
Yeah. Other questions? For the recording.
Hey, what go on? So if there's one thing you could say to, I guess, everyone in a public forum of how to live better, how to be better. I know like Caribbean culture is so spiritual in a sense. So is there any like words of wisdom you can share with us?
Love.
I like that. All right. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for sharing. And please give Ziggy Marley, the legend, a round of applause. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, brother.